I say this without, any sarcasm at all. Dungeons and Dragons is actually one of my favorite films of the year this year. And look, I was looking forward to it, full disclosure. I was looking forward to it because, me and my wife, and we are Dungeons and Dragons players. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since I was in grade school. Love it. They made a Dungeons and Dragons movie before, though, with Jeremy Irons, and it sucked bags of dog poop. It was terrible. But then they came out with this new one. They showed the trailers, and I was interested in it, and it looked great. And listen, take a look at this. You guys thought it was great too. It got a critic rating of 90% and an audience rating of 93%. People loved it. It was great. I really had a very good time with this. I mean, no, it's not going to get nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards or anything, but I had a wonderful time with this movie. Unfortunately, though, it flopped. It didn't do great. When you take a look at this, the production budget on the movie was $150 million, but its worldwide box office was only $208. Now, again, you may say, well, John, that means it made money. No. You got to factor in the marketing costs, the theatrical cut, all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, Dungeons and Dragons lost money, and not an insignificant amount of money. So for somebody like me who wanted to see this turned into a franchise, a lot of others like myself were probably feeling pretty skeptical about the chances that a Dungeons and Dragons could flourish into its own franchise. Well, according to a new interview with the head of Paramount Studios, they may not necessarily be looking at that way. They could be considering doing another one regardless of the fact that the first one lost money. This comes to us from the folks at Variety who wrote the following. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves will lose money even though Chris Pine led the ensemble. Robbins, the head of Paramount, isn't abandoning the idea of more Dungeons and Dragons, though if there is a sequel, he says, we've got to figure out a way to make it for less. Okay, I'll take it. Now listen, at $150 million, that's nowhere near the $340 million budget of a Fast. I want you to think about that, guys. Fast X costs more than double what Dungeons and Dragons made, or how much it cost them to make Dungeons and Dragons. Still, at $150 million, that's still kind of high. It's still kind of high. You could make it for cheaper. The reason I believe, in case you're asking yourself, John, if it lost money, why on earth would you make a second one? I believe you make a second one specifically because of these ratings, because of this tomato critic rating, and because, let's bring that up again, the audience rating. This is why you look at doing another one, because these numbers tell me that if you make another one, you are more than likely to make more money the second time around than the first time around. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to go from a $208 million box office movie to a $700 million box office movie. I don't believe that's going to happen, but I believe that the head of Paramount is right. If we can reduce the cost a little bit more, keep the quality the same, put another one out, we believe the original audience will come back. We believe the people who found it on VOD will come back. And we believe the people who enjoyed the movie the first time around will come back and bring more people with them this time. And that we believe second time around, it can be profitable. Is it a risk? Yes. Are they rolling the dice? Yes. But I've been saying since this thing finished its theatrical run that I think this is one of those movies that even though it lost money, is not a bad bet to roll the dice on for a sequel, because people who saw it loved it, the critics loved it, and I believe they will, like myself, come back to watch another one and bring more people with them if you can make it for an even more reasonable budget. Can they do it? We'll have to find out.
We want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. From the gas pump to the grocery store, your utility bills and favorite streaming services, inflation is everywhere. Seriously, make it stop. Thankfully, there's one company out there that's giving you a much-needed break. It's Mint Mobile. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know that ever since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been saving almost 70% a month over my old phone plan. For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional additional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.
Question is for you guys. What do you think about this? Did you guys have a chance to see Dungeons & Dragons? According to the box office, maybe not a lot of you have. But for those of you who did, do you think it would be worthwhile to do a second one? Even though the first one admittedly fell on its face and flopped at the box office, people seem to love it. Do you think Paramount will do it? Do you think they'll put their money where their mouth is? I certainly hope they will. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks a lot for checking out our video. Make sure you look at some of our other videos that we have here on the channel. Like and subscribe. And remember, we do a daily podcast simply called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.